Hey, it's done. We're back in Dark Souls. We're in Cavern of the Abyss. I think it's time to get this done. Is this the right way? No, that's the wrong way. Haha! Lamau. I can't remember the controls are for this. I've got to shake off some rust, so the beginning of this is likely to be a different kind of that. And then... yeah, it's likely to be a little bit rusty at the beginning. And what I'll probably do is, if we're not instantly winning, which, let's be honest, is never going to be the case. Where the fuck? Yeah, if I'm not lucky enough to get this right the first time, we will do a little montage. Didn't get hit by that guy, which is good. Ha! Rolled out of the way. Oh shit. Ah. Famous last words. Alright. Stupid. It might even be coming back with a coffee in the morning rather than 11 o'clock at night with a beer. Maybe I'll record some Commander Keen or something. In the meantime, since we stopped playing this, since we put it down last, we've done all of Indica, all of Duke Nukem 1, and Commander Keen 1 is re-recorded in the new episodic structure, rather than just doing them as long burns. I think that'll be more pleasant to watch. Certainly easier on the old upload schedule, if nothing else. Right, let's heal up. Let's go. So if I remember right, the problem we've had here is we're rolling too early. So hopefully, being a couple of beers in, we'll delay the reflexes just enough. But I'm not holding out a lot of hope. Either way, you'll get the beginning of this recording as the beginning, and then maybe we'll hit the montage later, because watching me die over and over again is... I don't know. Maybe it's entertaining, maybe it isn't. I get a feeling. Death in the first 3 minutes. Come on, man. Alright, but not quite as rusty as I thought. This run back isn't quite good. I can do without this. I'm not sure about the run backs in Dark Souls 3. I know some of them in Dark Souls 2 can be pretty punishing. The noise of those is pretty cool. Right, if we sprint, he only gets the one shot off. Nice. And that's not enough damage to heal out. It's fine. Maybe we'll go human for the next one. Ah, okay. It's foolish. That was one more try, and I'll put it I'll put it down for the night. Maybe go back to Fashion Police Squad or something. This does need doing. The design philosophy for these last couple of bosses, especially Artorias and Manus, and to an extent, I think the Guardian, the Manticore at the beginning of this, are all kind of translated into Dark Souls 3, not Dark Souls 2 so much, but Dark Souls 3 definitely. That was a lot of damage. So enemy aggression is something we need to kind of learn to play Dark Souls 3 at some point. I haven't really played Dark Souls 3. Not to a great extent. Fair enough, punish this for the heal. I'm gonna call that a night. I'm not rage quit, I swear. I'm just not doing this. Not doing this with that level of rust. Alright, it's the morning. We've got a coffee rather than a beer. I've already finished it, so no stopping to worry about that. Let's give it a song. Shake off some of this rust. Shazam of the Abyss. Dropping down there is causing all sorts of grief. So I'll just walk it and not have to heal up. Straight down. Aha! Dodged. Didn't dodge that time. Never mind. Sif, would you mind just... Fireball this. Fuck all. Roll away from that. Through that step. Fuck's sake, man. Footage from this end. Fuck off, man. Let's see if we can do it with more poise, perhaps. Might not. Come on, man. Alright, poise seems to be beautiful. Manus. Stab. That was a mistake. We having a better time with it being a bit more power attack is easy too. Alright, I think we're onto something. Maybe if we can get the dog involved, then that'll be that. But I've got to start work, so there we go. Alright, it's the evening. I say it's the evening. Ah, fucking flying here now. Come on, man. Alright, so we're a little bit more mobile. we'll give him a couple of tries being more mobile. I feel like recovery was better with higher poise, so that's what we'll do. What was that? Lost footing there. Yeah, recovery was better with higher poise. I feel like we were able to get closer. What's in here? Oh, more of these guys. Right. Forget it. Forget it. Yeah, I feel like we were doing better this morning with being in higher poise. So, see how it goes for us. Still barely getting past the first stage at all. Oh, nice tickets. We need to use a lock on the jump stuff because they're losing it anyway. Didn't get quite enough distance there. Oh, this is going to take me forever. Oh, he laughs when he hits it. I hate that. I'm going to be fairly quiet for the run until we get to a good point. All that. Oof. Back at it. Okay. So, if it wasn't clear what I did last time, I switched up to lighter gear and I changed one of my rings, the Havel ring, which usually gives us a lot more carry weight. I changed that to the, is it the wolf ring? Yeah, the wolf ring, which gives us a higher poise. Now that gives us more poise than we had with the armour, and having the poise means we won't necessarily, it means we get up faster from when we get hit, and it means we're less likely to need to fumble if we block or whatever. Because one of the problems was not hitting Manus, but it was getting out of the way. So with this, we're now a little bit more nimble, and we can surprisingly take a punch if we need to. Manus is still going to kill us with 2 or 3 hits. The amount of armor we've got is still comparable, or at least the amount of health, etc. is still pretty comparable to what we had, except this time even though we're in lighter gear, we should be able to shrug off a glancing blow. We might even be able to block one. But I think using block at this stage with such an aggressive boss is probably going to encourage bad behaviours. Ah, fuck. That's a pretty bad start. I've turned human so that we can summon Sif, because, to be honest, I fancy having the distraction there. Sif will sometimes take a bit of heat for us and give us room to heal up, recuperate, etc. We can't summon unless we're human. We've got about 15 or so humanities left, so we've got about 15 attempts with this. I don't plan on taking 15 attempts with it. What? See, that's fine. I haven't played this for a bit, so I've got a bit of rust to shake off. Alright. Let's pop another humanity. Try and become human. I really want this off my backlog. I started this 3 months ago. and I don't think, I mean, I've been recording this one. This must be like my 12th, 13th attempt to this point. And there's an extent where, you know, using the tools provided doesn't even count anymore, you know, like, there's nothing being, oh, there has been something provided, actually. There's the pendant that we've got. Oh, man. Dodged. Yeah, we got a pendant, but we need to get him down to half health before he starts using the dark magic, which is a different story altogether. We're not used to it. And I'm not a pro, and to be completely honest, I might go hollow and just not do it. Just go back to just call it a day and say this was too long. Go to that thing where I get the pull from. Sick. See the cheats to heal up. That's really nice. Separate ourselves. Safe, man. Pulling a bit more aggro than that. Left, that's fine. Pay attention, anyway. Oh, mate, we nearly had it then. I should have been aggressive. Alright. I could do with some instant healing on there. Or should I just... I'll tell you what. Let's put some more healing on there as well. And then let's bump this up to 20. Two more hits. After me saying, I could give up at this point. Nah, love. Alright. So for us, Sif is helping. She's drawing the aggro for us. And if we're clever about it, we can cause some problems for Manus at that point. I'm wondering if we can get a little extra damage electrifying the gear. I'm not sure we can. Manus is pretty resistant to lots of stuff. No, we can get hit this time. It's good to know. Oh, excuse me. Alright, nothing fancy, but we've got the extra healing if we need it. Great Wolf, you can do this shit, man. Why? Let's go and check if we can hit them from there with this. Why are we Woof. Alright, wicked. I might be good at Dark Souls. Duskman, what are you doing on the floor? Just crying. Alright. Oof, that's going to take forever to edit. There's like an hour and a half of footage. Alright, fine. What a buzz. What a buzz. We can even get a level out of that. I don't even know what we're doing anymore with levels. Put one into vitality for shits and giggles. Right. There is another boss in Lucille. A big fucking dragon. Which, to be honest, I'm going to skip. I do not fancy that dragon. There is no reward for doing it other than itself, and that's what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to leave that there for today. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. I think what we'll do is go for Gwyn and just get it done. And then it's off my list. And I can sleep. See you later.